Because the word motherfucker is a noun. It describes a person, place, or thing.
It's the motherfucking pie.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, let's get into this show, man. Let's get into the show.
No problem.
Krewe Mrmbers. What's up? What up? What's down? You already know what it is. It's your boy, the host, Beanie Man, a.k.a. Mr. Headquarters. And to my right, as usual, straight out the 985, repping the 225. EJ, the motherfucking DJ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we just had a good conversation. Now I'm hyped up. I'm ready to go. Let's roll into it. Hey, I had
That's
to get
what I'm
it out.
talking about, EJ. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's roll.
All right.
We still gonna have some conversation.
You already know what it is. Week 5. We doing week 5 motherfucking picks, man. Week 5. Last week was kind of rough. We had all kinds of work schedules going all over the place. We put up a show late, last minute, but and our picks wasn't that great. But look, we wanted to at least play along, keep this streak going. Make sure y'all put y'all picks in. I did not calculate no goddamn picks this week. But I will update it as throughout the week because I'm gonna be putting out a whole bunch of clips from this video. I already know some of this clip-worthy shit already from this Jacksonville Jaguars conversation. EJ, I'm looking at you. To this upcoming conversation about this Monday night Saints Chiefs game. We're gonna have a lot to say on that one.
What you want?
I'm just saying the truth.
I spoke truth. What you want me to say?
Truth is truth, and you're gonna have to speak it.
Trevor Lawrence is talented. I just don't believe he's in the right system or in the right organization, as we've seen. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Darnold, where the hell this came from?
I'm not saying that Trevor Lawrence ain't a starter, but what I am saying is he's overrated from what they've been trying to give him. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
In that system, in that organization. But let him go somewhere else and see if he shines up and down.
Hey, I say put him in somebody else, send him to another team and let him battle it out. See if he can actually battle it out and win. Win number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, MF'N crew members, let me break down this to you real quick and let y'all realize.
Oh, here he come. He about the cape.
Oh, I'm coming with it. You already know. I'm coming with it. You, sir, are the coach of the Saints.
Okay.
You only got 2 options at quarterback.
All right.
And only 2. Derek Carr or Trevor Lawrence. Which one you taking?
Today?
I'll wait.
Today?
I'll wait.
Today?
I'll wait.
Derek Carr. I'll take Derek Carr.
Let's move on, ladies.
I would. I would. I've seen enough of Trevor Lawrence. I've seen enough
of Derek Carr.
I'm with you.
I've seen enough of Derek Carr. You have too, sir.
Hey, I haven't said I haven't, but this is what we got. At least. But look, guess what? Here's the bare truth, though. At least it's not Trevor Lawrence.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on.
I can live with that.
Let's go to Thursday night game.
All right. Anyway, motherfucking picks week 5, man. Look, we got a lot of quick scores. Let's just run down the scores from week 4 real fast. Just blast them out real quick.
All right. So let's do week 4, as he said. All right. So week 4, we had the Cowboys versus the Giants.
Yep.
I picked the Cowboys to win 21-14. What did you have going on to that game?
I had the Cowboys on that one.
You picked the score?
Nah, I ain't had no scores this week.
Cool. You just picked the Cowboys to win. Well, we both won in that point. So the Cowboys won that game 20-15. That was a Thursday night game.
Yep.
Going into the weekend now for Sunday, we had the Bengals versus the Panthers.
Yep.
I
I
took
had
the
the
Bengals to win
I had the Panthers.
21-14. And you had the Panthers?
Yeah, I had the Panthers.
You dumb ass. Bengals won 34-24.
I had an Andy Dalton revenge game. I don't know why.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I don't know why.
The next up was Jaguars versus the Texans. I actually had the
I had the Texans.
I had the Texans 28-14. Jaguars Texans barely won this game 24-20. Lost by 4 points. But
Yeah,
of course,
they always play each other tough.
Yeah, that's a rivalry game, so we'll let that slide. Next up was Broncos versus Jets. I said, who the hell cares? And I was absolutely 100% correct.
I had the Jets in that one.
And you lost by 1 point, sir. 10-9 in a pitiful ass game.
Yeah, I don't know how the Jets lost that game.
I know how. Moving on. Vikings versus the Packers. I had the Vikings winning actually 28-21. Who you had in that game?
I think I had the Packers in that game.
I had the
at
Packers.
home.
You had the Packers. I had the Vikings.
Packers at home, right?
Packers were at home.
Yeah, I had the Packers.
Yeah, home, but the Vikings took over that. The Vikings took over and won 31-29. Vikings is on a roll. Vikings is on a roll. I can't even lie about that, ladies and gentlemen. Then coming up to Steelers versus the Colts. This one here,
yeah, I had the Steelers.
Threw me. I thought the Steelers was going to take this out. 21-14. I had second thoughts that this was going to be a close game, but I said I'll go ahead and pick the Steelers. But it turned out to be a close game anyway because the Colts won by 3. 27-24.
That hurt.
Colts ended their home turf.
That hurt.
Yeah, that did.
Put Russell Wilson back in.
Yeah.
Start Russ.
Yeah, we'll
start Russ.
Oh, here we go.
Start him. You know how I feel. Start him.
Okay. Yeah, we ain't going down that road.
Start Russ.
We'll see what happens.
If he's healthy, he plays.
Yeah, for sure. But they won't play him.
That's a whole nother conversation.
What you dressing up for if you're hurting?
I don't think you're hurt.
Really? You don't say.
But I don't think that was his decision. But let's move it along. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move it along.
Oh, you don't say.
We'll talk about that one. We'll talk about that one later.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to put a bow on this one, if someone shows you who they are, do yourself a favor, believe them. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Rams versus Bears.
I don't want to hear that. Mike Tomlin won with Mason Rudolph. He can win with Russell Wilson. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Believe them. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the
Moving
Rams Bears. I had the Bears winning that one 17-14. And sure enough,
what was the game?
Rams versus the Bears. Bears were at home.
Oh, yeah. I had the Bears.
Yeah, I had the Bears too as well. Bears won 24-18. This next game, ladies and gentlemen, was this absolute sickening. Eagles versus the Bucks. I had the Eagles going into that game 17-14.
I had the Bucks.
You had the Bucks, but the Bucks won 33-16. I was not seeing that. The Eagles got.
I picked the home team. I was like, I figured the home team would win that game.
But the Eagles got some problems, ladies and gentlemen. The Eagles got some damn problems that they covering up. I don't know what's going on, but the Eagles got some damn problems. I don't know what's going on, but that's another discussion for another day. Getting
it is.
Picks. Next up was Patriots versus the 49ers. I had the 49ers winning that one 21-10.
I had the 49ers.
Yeah, so the 49ers bounced back against the Patriots, which they should have, in this type of fashion, 30-13. So good fashion on that one. Washington Commanders versus the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals were at home. I had the Commanders winning 21-10, and they absolutely exceeded expectations.
I had the Cardinals.
Commanders won, ladies and gentlemen, 42-14.
I didn't think they were gonna win like that.
Once again, if someone shows you, ladies and gentlemen, who they are, believe them. But moving right along, that's another discussion for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, next up was the Chiefs versus the Chargers. Now,
you know who I had, so you don't need to know.
Yeah, I know who you had. Now, the reason why I was so hesitant about it was this one, because Chargers has been playing some good football lately. They have. Looks like with John Harbaugh and Jim Harbaugh in the mix, they've been playing a lot better than what people have expected.
Man,
that game was close. That game was close. Matter of fact, I said I'm not calling the score. Chargers might pull this one out in a tight game, but when backsides get tight, the greats always find a way to win.
Oh, no.
That's exactly what Patrick Mahomes did. Palms get sweaty, backsides get tight, bro. You get nervous. You get loose bellies.
I got you, bro. I got you. Let's move it along.
Right. I ain't moving along on that one. I'm explaining what I said since you want to bring it up.
Let's move it along.
I'm explaining what I said since you want to bring it up. No, don't steal my lines from me. Move it along, nothing. But Patrick Mahomes and them, once again, ladies and gentlemen, pulled it out. They won 17-10. That was a nail biter of a game, and that was a rivalry game, of course, as well, too, being that they're in the same division. So Chiefs and Chargers, that's always a good rivalry game. So I said I wasn't going to pull. Chargers might win this one. Pull this one out in a tight game. Not calling the score.
Wait.
I didn't call a score in that one.
What are we talking about for which one?
For Chiefs versus Chargers. You had the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. I had the Chiefs.
You had the Chiefs. I said Chargers might pull this one out. So I went with the Chargers, so I lost this game, which I'm okay about.
Oh, okay. I mean, I wasn't surprised you went with the Chargers. I figured you would.
I said Chargers might. Chargers might pull this out because the defense got a lot better. The Chargers defense got a whole lot.
You've been a Justin Herbert fan since the beginning, so
Justin Herbert's got legit talent, and we're showing that. We're seeing that right now. But once again, like I said, Justin Herbert, you got to find a way to win them ugly ones, which is what Patrick Mahomes is excelling at doing right now, even though he's having the absolute worst season or worst start right now to his career.
True.
He's having the absolute worst start, and teams are not capitalizing. So right now, Patrick Mahomes is finding a way to win them ugly ones. So I don't know. So maybe one team will come along and try to test them. Next up was Browns versus the Raiders.
The Browns versus the Raiders?
Browns versus the Raiders.
Yeah, I had the Raiders.
Raiders were at home. I had the Raiders winning 17-10, and they absolutely took care of business, 20-16. This next one here, I was iffy about. Bills versus the Ravens. The way their offense was moving the ball lately, I didn't really like the way they were doing things. But I said Bills might get them, but I'm still going with my Ravens, and Ravens took care of business.
Yeah, they did.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I picked the Ravens as well.
They defended their home turf with the 10, putting teams on notice that we are not out the woods yet. We got back to 500. So we'll see if they can swing this momentum into their favor. Derrick Henry had a monster game. which is
Yes,
what
he
I
did.
said that they needed to have going for him was Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen, and you can see he ain't slowed down yet. Next
Okay,
up,
so wait, hold on. I gotta say this. Derrick Henry was manhandling niggas out there, stiff arming and all. And
best arm in the
it
business.
immediately it made me think about Marshawn Lynch. How he just so physical, and when he running the ball, you don't want to be in his way at all. Like
Well,
fuck the tackle. He trying to tackle you out of his way.
well, here's the thing.
And
When Derrick Henry
and
was
hold
playing,
up.
oh yeah,
Let me
go
say
ahead.
this. Let me say this too. This week you had two fire running performances this week that I thought of that came to the top of my head. Derrick Henry was one. David Washington was the other
That was for
for Detroit.
mm-hmm.
David Washington was a monster, running over, trucking people like old school Madden style.
Mm-hmm.
Those both of them, Derrick Henry. Obviously, Derrick Henry is like at the top of the mountain. David Washington ain't too far behind. He's been having a hell of a year so far.
He's been having a hell of a year. I'll give it to him. He's been having a year. Matter of fact, he's coming up. We're about to talk about it in a little bit. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the difference, ladies and gentlemen, when he goes down because Titans really came in there and took care of business. Titans versus Dolphins. I said, who the hell cares? I didn't care anything about this game because of the simple fact of the matter is both quarterbacks I did not trust.
I don't know why I picked the fucking Dolphins.
Tua is not available as of right now. He's still on
Yeah.
IR. Hopefully he could get back healthy, but he does have a decision to make.
I,
But
I figured any quarterback that they pick up off the street would have been better than Will Levis, and I was wrong. I mean, Will Levis still played like, average, but they won the game.
right, Titans basically took care of business. Took care of the basically went ahead and just took advantage of the situation and came out with a huge victory, 31-12.
And think about this too. Think about this. The Dolphins starting quarterback was
Tyler Huntley,
Tyler Huntley from
Ravens.
the Baltimore Ravens. They had just signed him maybe about 2 weeks prior, and he was already starting. Like, so there was no training camp, no familiarity really with the team besides 2 weeks.
Threw him into the fire and force.
Yeah. So
Get the ball to Tyreek Hill, which Tyreek Hill was completely the cheetah, ladies and gentlemen, was caged this day.
yeah,
They
it's not
caged
hard to
him up.
do it when you can't get him the ball.
Not hard to do, but at the same time, the cheetah was caged. They managed to cage up the cheetah and put him on a leash or whatever it was. He couldn't get loose at all, ladies and gentlemen. One of his worst performances I've ever seen. Hopefully he can bounce back of week 5 because we're about to discuss. And then, of course, lastly was Monday night. Seahawks versus the Lions. I said the Lions might win in a tight game because it's still Geno Smith. Geno Smith is still
I had to
playing.
see him. Yeah.
But Lions look legit.
I feel
Best
like they
offensive
both.
line in the business.
I feel like this was a
For you to
really,
say,
really good,
David,
really
for
good
you to
win
say
by
David
Detroit.
for you to say David Washington ran like he did, you can literally see that the Lions had the best offensive line in the business.
Well, it just, like I said, it made me think of Marshawn Lynch, except it was getting done to the Seahawks.
Now, Seahawks. Now, granted, give credit where credit is due. Seahawks tried to come back from this one. They did. They tried their damnedest to come back because in a while it started. Geno Smith started to look like I don't know, like a pro quarterback. He started to look like himself coming back from these, but Lions held in there, held the ground.
I told you. I think Geno Smith is a top 10 quarterback in this league right now.
He's playing
He's been
like
playing like it.
He's playing like it. He just, like I said, once again, he just got to find a way to win those ugly games. That's what it is. Way to win those ugly ones. Because he had an opportunity to come back in this one, but he let it go. Once he finds a way to go ahead and win these ugly games, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be just fine.
And don't sleep on former Michigan offensive coordinator, blanking on his name, not a head coach in Seattle as well. Blanking on his name.
Blanking on his name as well too. Well, I'll find out later on.
But yeah, that's it for those. Let's get into the motherfucking picks for week 5.
We got one more game.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
We got one more game. Lastly, I really don't want to talk about this, but at the same time, we have to for the sake of the show.
Get it out of the way.
Saints versus Falcons, ladies and gentlemen. And I literally texted this to Boss Man, Beanie Man, aka Mr. Headquarters. I said, Saints better tighten up, or them damn dirty birds gonna get them.
Yep.
And ladies and gentlemen, they got us.
That's what happened.
They got us.
That's what happened.
By 2 points. 3 points. 2 points. No, 1 point.
2 points.
No, 1 point. 22 to no, wait, no.
2 points.
Yeah, they're right. 2 points.
Yeah, 26-24.
26-24. We got some work to do, ladies and gentlemen. And I've said this from jump. We got some work to do, and some changes have to be made. But I don't know what I'm talking about, so we'll move on.
Well,
apparently,
into the first game of the week.
Apparently, Boss Man ain't seen enough of Derek Carr yet, so we'll just leave that alone. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just leave.
Hey, man, look, everybody know I picked the Saints.
You just said it.
I picked the Saints to win. We lost. I'm not going to dwell on it. It wasn't a great performance. We should have won the game. We have 2 back-to-back wins with 2 back-to-back games that we should have won, especially against the Eagles. We should have won, but
yeah,
we found a way to lose. So they got to get back to the drawing board. After being on a 2-game win streak, you're now on a 2-game losing streak. So now you're back at square one. You got to start all over again, and you got to start all over again against a tough opponent this coming week on a little bit of a longer week, but still, you got to tighten the fuck up.
Yep.
But we'll get into that one later.
Yep. So let's get into week 5. Now that we discussed all the other games out the way, week 5 Thursday night games will start off with 2 rivals that I can't stand neither. Bucks will go on the road to ATL to face the Falcons. At this point, Falcons is coming off a win against us. Both teams are actually coming off a win. Buccaneers is coming off a huge win. And, of course, Falcons coming off a nail-biter win, won by 2 points.
Against the Saints.
Against us.
Here's funny, though. Here's the funny thing. The funny thing is, there we go. Here's the funny thing. The Falcons are favored in this game.
How?
The Falcons are favored in this game by 1.5.
How?
Thursday Night Football. Now, hold on.
Did they not just watch the Buccaneers game?
They're at home. It's a rival game.
But how in the hell?
It's a rival game.
They won by 2.
I'm expecting the line to move closer to kickoff Thursday night. I'm expecting Tampa Bay. I'm expecting to be either a pick'em or Tampa Bay being favored.
Go ahead and keep an eye on that one, because I want to know how in the hell the Falcons won by 2 points.
But here's how they rank up. Atlanta is the number 4th ranked offense. while they have the number 20th ranked defense.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay is 20th ranked offense and
How?
11th ranked defense. 11th ranked defense.
How with all those points they put up? What are they ranking this by? You going by
I'm
Pro
just telling you
Football
what it
Focus?
is.
You going by Pro Football Focus?
Yep.
That's ridiculous. I can't stand Pro Football Focus. Watch the damn game. Watch the
I'm
damn
just
game.
going based off of this is based off of PFF Pro
Oh my
Football
God.
Focus.
All right.
So like it. Just throwing that out there if you wondering where we got this from. This is not our rankings.
All right. All right.
All
So
right.
by them saying that, that's why they're favored by 1 point. I guess basically you're going against.
But no, that's not why they're favorite. That's the Vegas puts out the spread. That has nothing to do with Pro Football Focus.
Right. So if we're going by the rankings by Pro Football Focus, basically what they're looking at is this: the number 4th offense going against the number 11th defense.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of metrics and stats that they go by.
Now, I ain't called since this is a pick'em game.
I'm fine. Look, I'm cool. We ain't got pick scores. I'm a roll.
Since they demon this a pickup game. Now, like you said, if the line changes close to the kickoff, we'll see from there. But right now, from what you said, from the metrics you just gave, and from the spread that Vegas just out, this is a pick'em game. So I ain't picking no score. I'm just gonna pick them. Bucks.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. These teams have played each other total of
They rivals.
Yeah, they're big rivals. They played each other 61 times.
Mm-hmm.
And they are 31-30 with the Bucks with the one extra win over the Falcons. So this has been a pretty tight rivalry. So it is fitting with this point spread that they got out there right now, -1.5 for Atlanta. Atlanta did win the last time my bad. The Bucks won the last time they played in Atlanta. So keep that in mind. Last year, the Bucks did win in Atlanta last year.
I'm watching games.
So I'm going with the Bucks as well. I think they have more talent. I don't trust Matt. I'm about to say Matt Stafford. I don't trust Kirk Cousins. I don't trust Kirk Cousins.
I don't trust Baker Mayfield neither.
But I trust Baker Mayfield more than I trust Kirk Cousins.
I will concede. I will concede to Baker Mayfield fans out there. Baker Mayfield has proven himself that he can play in this league. It took him a while.
Mayfield fans.
Yeah, they can pretty much say that, oh, you got to give him a chance. You got to give him opportunities. Well,
yeah,
he has an opportunity now. He's taking full advantage of it. Hey, by all means, go ahead and do what you got to do. I will have a piece of advice for you, Baker Mayfield. Don't tug on Superman's coat no more.
Yeah, we can talk about. We can touch on that real quick. Yeah, we can touch on it real quick if you want. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
Like I said, hey, just don't tug on Superman's coat. Know who won over there before you. Yeah, it may not have been.
You sure you don't want to touch
funnest,
it?
I'll touch on it. Been the funnest environment, but guess what? They won. So shut up.
I'll touch on it. All right. So for Baker Mayfield, stay off podcast.
Please.
Stay off podcast. And here's why I say that. The last time, every time he's went trending for being on the podcast is because he said something that's made someone else mad at him for something.
Out of line.
And the first time, if everybody don't remember, the first time was when his name came up in trade rumors with Deshaun Watson. And he went up there and was like, man, I feel disrespected. I feel this, I feel that, I feel this, I feel that. It's the business at the end of the day. And I can understand him feeling that way, but you got to have some kind of decorum when you're working with millions of dollars. So
Say it again.
on top of that,
say it one more time for the people in the back. Millions of
you
what?
got to have some motherfucking decorum when you're dealing with millions of dollars. Period.
Millions of what?
Dollars.
Millions of what?
So here's the thing, though. He moves on, right? They move on from him. He bounces around in the league for a little bit. He lands in Carolina, then he lands in LA with the Rams for a little while, and then boom, final year, he bounces out to Tampa Bay, starts these last year and this year. He now gets on a podcast and starts talking about, hey man, remember when Tom Brady was there and winning and shit? Yeah. Hey, they wasn't having all the players that's still here, they ain't having fun no more. They brought me in to have fun. And Tom Brady like, nigga, you don't win. You have fun, but you ain't winning. Like I'd rather have the stress of winning on my shoulders versus having the happy-go-lucky nature of not winning a goddamn thing. And I kind of understand where Tom Brady came from. I mean, you need that perseverance. You need something to test you. You need something to keep pushing you. And in his eyes, that's how it was. He needed that constant pressure. He lived in chaos, controlled chaos. And Baker Mayfield has proven that he can't handle that chaos. He needs calm. He needs happiness. He needs flowers, sunshines, and rainbows going around for him to be able to have everything that he needs. He got all that right now in Tampa Bay. Everything's perfect. We need to see Baker Mayfield when everything's not perfect. And when things is not perfect, that's when you can kind of see him at his best and at his worst. And on that field, that's a lot of times the latter. Last week we saw when he was getting his ass chewed up in week 3. He wasn't moving the ball. They couldn't do shit. Now they won last week and coming to this game, they should win this game, in my opinion, against Atlanta. They got way more talent. Way more talent.
I'll say this.
I'm expecting a win in this Tampa Bay game, but I'm not expecting a lot.
No.
Because it is a rivalry, so you don't know what the fuck might happen.
No. And I will say this, and I don't want no argument, but I'll just say this for the last, and I'll just move it along.
What's that?
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand what Tom Brady's mindset was. If you ain't willing to go to the lengths like Michael Jordan did or Tom Brady did and be that successful, let me just give you a piece of advice that Michael Jordan gave on The Last Dance. Y'all don't want to play that way? Do yourself a favor. Don't play that way. Let's see where that ass will get you.
Yeah.
Moving along.
All right, moving along.
Next up, we got the Jets versus the Vikings. Jets is coming off of a loss, 10-point loss to the, what was it again that we said? That was the Broncos. And the Vikings coming off a huge win against the Packers, their rivals. Vikings are at home.
Yep.
And this is
the
Sunday
Vikings,
night. And this is Sunday night at 8:30 a.m. So this is an early game, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this game is in Germany, I believe.
This is the away. This is the overseas game.
Yeah, so this is the 8:30 in the morning game on Sunday morning.
Right. So Vikings are considered the home team.
I believe that's the Germany game, right?
Yeah.
Let me double check. Let's see, y'all. That's the UK. They're in the UK.
In the UK, yep.
England.
So they're going to England, and they're going to be playing at 8:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Jets versus Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings. This is a toss up.
Well, hold up.
The
Vikings are favored here by 2.5 at home. Well, in England.
I'm going with the Vikings. I'm gonna go 38-10.
That line is close. I'm surprised it's as close as it is.
Right.
Especially, I know the Jets are good, decent. I ain't gonna say they're great or good. I'm gonna say they're decent.
Hell no.
We haven't really seen them truly battle tested just yet. I think this is going to be their biggest test so far. And the Vikings,
They're gonna lose.
to me, the Vikings' biggest test was last week, and they definitely succeeded that. So I don't know. I see the Vikings definitely taking care of this. It's going to be interesting though because of the fact that this is on a neutral field. So that's the only other thing that kind of interested me a little bit on this one. I'm all about waking up early and on Sunday and catching an extra game, so I'm all about it. Football all motherfucking day. Give it to me. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking the Vikings in this one.
Yeah, we both took the Vikings. All right. So next up, we got the Panthers going on the road to Chicago to face the Bears. Panthers coming off of a loss, of course. Both teams, actually, I believe, coming off of a loss.
The Bears and Panthers?
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, the Panthers lost. The Panthers lost and the Bears won, I believe.
Yeah, Panthers lost. And yeah, the Bears actually won against the
Rams.
The Bears actually won against the Rams. So the Panthers lost. The Bears won.
Yeah.
So the Bears pretty much
Panthers lost to the Bengals.
The Bears actually getting some momentum in this game right now. So what's the spread looking like on this one?
And the Bears are favored by 4.
Yeah. Bears is pretty much going to handle this against the Panthers right now at this point. So I'm gonna take the Bears 34-10.
You said like it's a slam dunk.
Yeah.
You think so?
Is it not? It's the Panthers.
According to PFF,
here we go with this bullshit.
According to PFF, the Carolina Panthers are the number 10th ranked offense.
How?
I don't know how they got that.
No, you could go ahead and shut the F down. You shut down Pro Football Focus now. Shut it down. Shut it down. I'm no.
Oh, hold on. Let me finish. I done started already now.
I'm not entertaining that, bro.
They have the 27th ranked defense.
Okay. But the mere fact that you got a 10th
and their overall power rank. This is all right. So let me clarify what this is.
Okay.
Okay. This is their power rankings. Okay.
What power?
So this is their belief of what their offense is.
Oh my God.
Power rankings. Power ranking. Let me reiterate. Not the motherfucking sports podcast power rankings. This is according to PFF's offensive and defensive power rankings and how they get their overall power ranking. Got it?
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not balling.
I just want to make sure you understand where I got it from.
I got it. I know where you got it from, but I'm not falling for that bullshit. No.
Wow.
Absolutely not. 10th ranked offense. You gotta be kidding me.
All right. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of caught me off guard too.
Bears 34.
Well, hold up. But let's think about this. Let's think about this for a second. Is it really outside that realm because of the fact that we've seen from week 2 to about week 4, there was a lack of offensive output in the league. There was a lot of teams that just wasn't producing offense.
One of them is right now we discussing.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
All right, moving along.
Pick your team.
I just feel like throwing that in there. All right, what were you saying?
I know you did. Just a few
because you I got to put my pick in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but anyway, so Carolina's offense is ranked 10th. The defense is ranked 27th. The Bears' offense is ranked 29th. Their defense is ranked 9th. None of this is going to change my mind, by the way.
None of this.
I still like the Bears in this game. Caleb Williams, I think, should have a decent game. I'm still waiting for him to have a major game. So far, he hasn't had it yet.
Not yet. Probably coming up later down the line, but not yet.
But he also got a terrible offensive line too. So
yeah, they need to get
that
straight. But it don't matter because it's the Panthers.
All right. Next up, EJ, what's the next game we got up?
Next game, we got the Browns going on the road to Washington to face the Commanders. Browns coming off of a loss against the Raiders last week. Commanders coming off a huge win against the Cardinals, 42-14. This might be a slam. This might be another slam dunk, in my estimate.
Really?
The Commanders.
Who would have thought the 3-1 Commanders against the 1-3 Browns? I wouldn't have thought that. I don't know about you.
Oh, I know the Browns was going to be the Browns, but I never thought Commanders was going to be 3-1.
Hell no. Kind of remind me of RG3 back when he was a rookie and he was leading his team.
And that's what kind of scares me at this point. But I know the Commanders have made some dire straits and dire changes because of the simple fact the way that organization was run. It's still kind of up there. It still kind of scares me, but Jaden Daniels is really playing some exceptional football. He's making his case for Rookie of the Year. Damn sure probably me making his case for damn near MVP of the year, in Most Valuable Player. So if he keeps at the pace, he can probably put up some MVP numbers. But definitely Rookie of the Year is Jaden Daniels right now at this point. Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Commanders on this one. 42 to 10.
Commanders are favored by 3.5, by the way.
42 to 10.
You picking scores? I'm not picking scores, but I will say that I am impressed with Jaden Daniels.
I'm very impressed.
Defense is really good too.
Yes.
People don't really talk much about their defense, but their defense is solid.
Yes, I'm very impressed.
And the Browns defense has been the exact opposite of what we thought it was going to be. They have been getting their ass handled lately. I don't know what's going on with them.
I don't think Nick Chubb has been playing, huh?
Nick Chubb? No, he's practicing. He's finally starting to practice this week.
Yeah, Nick Chubb. Yeah, Nick Chubb is a key crucial piece to that offense that they've been missing. Nick Chubb is the offense, if anything, because Nick Chubb is a damn game changer when he's healthy. Like I said, when he's healthy, he's a game changer. So
Thanks.
Once he gets implemented back into that offense, we could see some changes. But as far as overall quarterback play,
is there any chance that Jameis Winston plays in this game?
I don't know. I can't say that because here's the situation. If you play Jameis Winston, what the hell did you pay Deshaun Watson all that money for?
I mean, I guess maybe you do it. I don't like the idea, but maybe they send a notice.
You can't like the idea, but at the same time, you gotta. This is what I'm saying. You can't.
You've seen it work and not work.
Right, but you can't take yourself out of. You can't put yourself in the players' positions every single time, ladies and gentlemen. You got to put yourself in the mindset of these owners and how they operate and how they think. If I start Jameis Winston, what the hell am I paying Deshaun Watson all this money for?
Guaranteed too.
Guaranteed fully. Every last bit of it. Every last
the only fully
guaranteed
contract at quarterback that I've ever seen,
which is
in the history of NFL.
Which is why a lot of players, which is why a lot of teams, if you look at after Deshaun Watson signed that contract, go back to that year when he first signed that contract, a lot of teams were pissed off. They did not want to do that.
Oh, yeah. The owners were mad.
They were not going to reset the market just because of Deshaun Watson. That's why you saw so much bicker and back and forth. That's why you saw Lamar Jackson take his stance the way he did. It's like, come on, y'all. Y'all paid all Deshaun Watson all this money. Duh, we ain't about to do it. That was their argument. We ain't about to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
But you see why the owners took their stance the way they did. Because now it's Deshaun Watson. He's playing like hot trash.
If Nick Chubb plays, I like their chances. But if he doesn't
Nick
play,
Chubb
I'm picking
plays,
the
he may make a
Commanders.
difference, but it's still the quarterback
I'm picking
play.
the Commanders. I'm picking
Yeah,
the Commanders on this.
Yeah, it's still the quarterback play.
All right, EJ. What's next?
Next up, we got the Dolphins going on the road to face the Patriots.
The Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. The Patriots, the Patriots are at home and are favorite in this game by 1. The Patriots are favored in this game. Surprise, surprise. That's disrespectful. That's mad disrespectful. Come on, man. You gotta talk. Tell me your thoughts.
Next game, ladies and gentlemen. Next game.
At least tell the people who's starting in this game. God damn.
Who the hell cares?
All right, Trevor Huntley will be starting his second game for the Miami Dolphins on the road this time, going into New England with Drake May being the starting quarterback for the Patriots.
Who the hell cares?
Enough said, I guess, right? Yes. Hopefully Tyreek Hill bounce back. I mean, anyway, you're right. Who the hell cares? I'm picking the Dolphins to win, though. By the way,
you could pick the Dolphins. I ain't picking nobody. Who the hell cares? But on the side note,
next game.
On a side note, on a more personal note of this game, saying a prayer for Tua Tagovailoa. Hopefully he does bounce back. But he does have a decision he has to make. This is like your 4th or 5th concussion, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. You got a decision to make, man. So ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for if you walk away from the field. You gave it your all during college. Definitely gave it your all during this year, during the Dolphins last year. You proved that, hey, you a solid quarterback, but hey, you
that solid. Man said he made up his mind. He said he playing. He made a decision with his family. They gonna make this money, and they gonna ride till the wheels fall off. I mean, you can't blame it.
You can't blame him. I can't blame him at all. I mean, I know some people would like to say, hey, there's more to life than just football, but when you're making that kind of money, ladies and gentlemen, it's
life-changing money for some.
Life-changing money. Generational.
But moving along.
Yep.
What's up next?
Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts coming off of their win versus the Jags, who's coming off a hard loss against their rival, the Texans. Jaguars are at home. Colts are on the road. This one here, this is another rivalry game. Colts and Jaguars usually play each other tough. But
is this another who the hell cares game?
My gut wants to really go with Anthony Richardson in this one. Anthony Richardson really has shown me something. Anthony Richardson.
Hold on. I asked you a question. I asked you, is this a who the hell cares game for you?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a who the hell cares game. But I'm going with Anthony Richardson, though. I'm going with the quarterbacks. I'm going with the quarterbacks in this one. Okay. I like Anthony Richardson. I'm actually loving what I'm seeing from Anthony Richardson. I am. I really am. Yeah, I really am.
Okay.
Hopefully the Colts don't do.
You're not worrying about the accuracy issues.
I think he'll have time to get that better because he's an athletic quarterback. Most athletic quarterbacks, they really don't have accuracy.
I don't fault him. I just asked that question because he has had a few issues here and there. But let's be honest. Let's be honest. He's technically, like you said before, he's technically like this is his rookie year.
He's an athletic quarterback. And as we know from past history, most athletic quarterbacks, they tend to be not as accurate. It's more of the mid-size quarterbacks, usually like the 6'2", the 6 foot evens. They're the ones that are most accurate because they don't have the height to look over the offensive line, like talking about. So their passes have to be pinpoint. Drew Brees changed all that. Drew Brees saying, "Hey, you don't have to be 6'4", 6'5" to be accurate. No, you don't."
Yeah, he did.
So, hey, you have to be accurate at this size. So that's why a lot of these small quarterbacks that's coming out, you can see them having more accuracy with their throws. They just don't have the arm strength. Now, Anthony Richardson, he's got the arm strength to get it down there. You just got to put some touch on that ball to get it a little bit more accurate. That's all it is. But overall, him being healthy, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Anthony Richardson. I am.
That's it.
Jaguars still got to figure it out defensively. Offensively, they have their issues, but Jaguars got to figure it out defensively. So this might this might actually, yeah, this is a who the hell cares. Yeah, this is a who the hell cares game. I'm just going.
No, it's not a who the hell cares. This should be a good game. Only reason why I keep asking, huh?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm trying to give you a chance to get your point in there before I go off.
Go ahead. Go off. I already know what you're about to go off on, so go off.
Now, keep in mind, people, when EJ the DJ has a team that he really likes or a player that he really likes, or if they're not on that docket, it's a who the hell cares. But notice it was not a who the hell cares when Trevor Lawrence and these Jacksonville Jaguars is on the plate. God damn, EJ. And I see, this is why I say you have multiple fan bases,
you like
players and stuff like that.
You don't like their offense at all. You don't like none of their offensive players.
I can't stand. Look, we talked about this 2 weeks in a row. 2-3 weeks. I've been saying this since last year. Trevor Lawrence is a bust. He is well, I don't say he's a bust. That's not fair. He's overrated. And he is ruining a great and talented team that needs a quarterback to lead them to the playoffs. This division is very winnable, in my opinion. The Texans are not as good right now compared to last year overall. I say right now, the Texans are not what they was last season at this point. That is a fact. They are not clicking like they was last year. They are still good. They're still leading this division, but they are not like how they started out the gate last year.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
Like it was last year. It's not going to be.
That's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, right now, this division is very winnable at this point in time. If you had a somewhat capable quarterback, competent quarterback that can get the ball down the field without having to just use his legs to run every now and then, I need a quarterback that can actually throw the ball past 15 yards every now and then. Okay? At least I can say Lamar can throw the ball down the field if he needs to. You know what I'm saying? You got these quarterbacks that can throw the ball down the field. You know what I'm saying? Trevor Lawrence ain't got a clue. Now, to his own discredit, yes, he's had multiple different offensive coordinators. He had multiple head coaches.
Really?
I get all that.
We have seen him throw the ball down the field. We have seen him throw the ball down the field. What games have
you know who also had that too? Hold up. You know who also had all that too? Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had multiple head coaches, multiple coordinators. And look at him now. Sit your ass down. Maybe you need to go sit your ass down and go reevaluate yourself and reinvent yourself at the position, because I know he got the talent. We all know he got the talent. It's just not portraying itself on the field. And that's what's frustrating about Trevor Lawrence, because of all this hype and all this hoopla behind him that ain't showing out in fruition on the fucking field where it matters most. Get it. We got to get it in Jacksonville. They got a great young receiver that they just can't get the ball to.
They could get the ball to him beforehand. I don't know what changed. Like I said, maybe the repro option is not working. Maybe
something ain't working.
Something ain't working. Maybe he's a West Coast offense quarterback. We don't know.
I can see him doing the West Coast. He need to be in the West Coast. He can't throw the ball.
But that's not on Trevor Lawrence. That's on the coaches. That's on the system. You look at what Sam Darnold has done in New York, and now
Tim
what he's
Tebow
looking at in Vikings.
Tim Tebow with long blonde hair.
Really?
Let's move it along.
Nah, bro. That's that's disrespectful.
Let's move it along.
Nah, we ain't moving along nothing. No. Absolutely.
All right, maybe that was a little rough. That was a little hard.
Boy, he's better.
Come on, let's move it along.
10 times better than Tim Tebow, and you know it.
That was all right. That was a low blow. All right, let's go.
Bills versus Texans. Bills on the road to go up against the Texans. I don't even want to talk no more. This dude here disrespect. Bringing up that name on this show, Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow cannot throw. You know this. He can't throw, period. And you know this.
Oh, man. What's the next game, man?
We just said it. Bills versus Texans. You got it up on there right now.
All right. Bills, Texans. Bills, Texans. I lost my train of thought. Both teams are 3-1. Both.
I bet your ass did. Lost all your train of thought to bring up that name.
Both teams are 3-1.
You wasn't even thinking.
Buffalo,
you wasn't even considering.
Buffalo is on the road to face Houston. Buffalo is favored by 1.
Bills coming off a bad loss against the Ravens.
How is Buffalo favored in this game?
I don't know why, because the Texans won their game, albeit it was a nail biter. Bills coming off a huge loss. Maybe they think that this might be a bounce back game because the Texans, like you said, hasn't really been playing like they were last year. But out of these two quarterbacks,
don't get me wrong, they're winning. They just think they ain't winning in the same fashion that they did, in my opinion. That's all.
But I will say this. I'm not going to call a score on this one. Bills do have the capability to win this game. But Josh Allen versus CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Josh, I wouldn't play around with this boy. I would not play around with him.
We're going to see what happens.
CJ Stroud is one of those type of quarterbacks where you got to put your foot on his neck. And you got to keep it on. The minute you let go of that neck, he coming to get you. He's just one of those type of quarterbacks where he can make something happen if you allow him to. Now, if you got your foot on his neck, you better be able to choke his ass out. You got to be able to do that. I'm calling it. You got to be able to do that. He's one of those quarterbacks where, hey, put it this way. Didn't the Texans face the Chiefs at one point last year, didn't they?
The Texans and Chiefs? I don't remember. That's a good question.
I think they did, but I want to say CJ Stroud gave him a little bit of a scare. Now, albeit Patrick Mahomes won, CJ Stroud gave him a scare. We gotta find out and see if they won. But it was against one quarterback where he gave him quite a scare. But yeah, he still lost. But hey, not for nothing.
We can look it up in another time.
It was a Texans versus the Ravens.
Texans Ravens.
Yeah, it was a Texans Ravens in that play. It was that playoff game. I think it was that playoff game in the AFC.
Anyway, I don't remember. But back to this game. This should be maybe the game of the week. Should be the game of the week, in my opinion. Should be the game of the week.
Now, the game of the week is the one that's up next, I believe. Now, game of the week.
Well, let me get to this one first. But the Texans, Bills. You know how I feel about Josh Allen. I still think he's
I know you do.
A little overrated myself, but he has talent. And I will say this, I got to give him his props this season so far. He has been making it happen without any major receivers on his squad. So that is for certain. I definitely got to speak on that. And he has been leading the MVP candidate. Like I said, he is a hell of a regular season talent. It just comes when it gets down to the postseason, it's a little bit different.
Mhm.
But with that being said, I actually liked him in this game because even though Houston, in my opinion, should be favored, I still think Buffalo will win this game because they just got the momentum right now, and I don't know, they just got that look about them this year to me. I don't like it, but they got this look about them this year.
Well, here's the thing about Josh Allen. Like you said, he's regular season, he's on point. Now, playoffs, he's proven he can win a couple of playoff games. It's just that one
Yeah,
playoff game that
yeah.
matters. It's just that one playoff game that matters to get him over the hump. That's the one he can't win. He's another. You can honestly say that between him and Lamar Jackson, they both have something to prove in their careers because they can't seem to find a way to win over the hump. They Achilles heel is Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, a lot of people is.
They can't beat him. They can't beat him. The only person that was able to beat him was Joe Burrow.
And that was that one time.
That was at one time. That was it.
He ain't been close since.
He ain't been close since. But those two quarterbacks, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, have been the closest to get to him in the playoffs. They can win playoff games, but it's just that one playoff game where it decides to go to the Super Bowl. Come up short every
So how
single
you
time.
feel about this game?
I'm gonna go with the Texans. I'm rocking with the Young Buck. I'm rocking with CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud showing me something.
Really?
CJ Stroud showing me something. I'm gonna put it to you like this way. Bills have the capability to win this game. I won't be surprised.
Yeah, they do.
But as a safety net, if they allow CJ Stroud to get on a roll, it's going to be a different story.
CJ Stroud?
If they allow CJ Stroud to get on a roll, it's going to be a different story.
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see. This is a game I will say I'm not gonna call who the hell cares. I'll call this simply a game we gonna see.
I'm about to say it's the game of the week. Can't call this a who the hell cares.
We gonna see.
This is gonna be a big game.
There's gonna be a big game,
Major
and
game.
we gonna see.
Major game.
Another big game that in my mind is the next one.
All right. Well, I'm picking. Did I pick this game already?
I think you did. You say you picked the
Bills.
For this one?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Moving on. Another game of the week will probably be this one. It's a classic rivalry game again as well.
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens going on the road to face the Cincinnati Bengals. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, it is Lamar Jackson versus Joe Burrow.
Hell yeah. Jamar Chase versus Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I like this matchup. This is a good matchup. It pops up at the right time of the year. It might knock one of these teams. Well, I ain't gonna say it might knock Cincinnati out if they don't win this game.
Yeah.
Out the playoff. They're 1-3. Cincinnati's at home. They're 1-3. Baltimore's 2-2 on the road. Baltimore's 2-2 on the road.
They need this
while
game
also being the favorite. Also being a 2.5-point favorite on the road.
Well, Ravens at this point, they need this game to break 500. They break out of that 500. They need this game.
The Ravens?
The Ravens need this game.
Oh yeah. I agree.
The Ravens need the game to break out of that 500.
Well, how do you feel on the Ravens side of the ball? You think they're ready? How do you feel about their chances in this game?
Now that you understand how to use Derrick Henry, I want to say the Ravens is going to take this game.
Wow.
Bengals defense, they Bengals defense is okay, but they got a lot of areas where they're weak at, especially being with their run defense is terrible. I don't know if anybody saw what I saw, but their run defense is absolutely terrible. Pass rushing, it's up there. I mean, Hendrickson, he's still doing his thing a little bit, but at the same time, I mean, can you see anybody on that Cincinnati Bengals team that's going to basically run roughshod over Derrick Henry? That's going to stop Derrick Henry? No. So if the Ravens know like I know, the same way you utilize that that big man during the Bills game, utilize him the same way, and you'll get the same results.
I mean, it sounds good, but what about the Bengals side? You talked about them a little bit. You said that they are the last team that really kind of give Patrick Mahomes, chance to really scare him out of his curls.
But see, the thing about it is this. I mean, you let Higgins go.
Yeah.
You had a two-headed monster at wide receiver. Jamar Higgins, they call it number 2. But you let him walk.
Okay.
And Cincinnati has been historically known for being cheap. That's why they got rid of him.
Sounds like a team I know.
Yeah. Don't it? Don't it really? Don't it really? Don't it really?
I figured you catch that one.
Don't it really? Yeah. Teams being cheap. Just go to free agency and just grab anything they can. Really? How they working for you?
I mean, it ain't working that great.
You saw how way I asked that question and I sipped my tea? Yeah. Y'all catch on real quick.
Yeah.
How they working for you? But that ain't none of my business.
Man, don't do all that, man. Look, at the end of the day, you better. I better not see.
That ain't none of my business.
I better not see. All I'm gonna say is this: I better not see all no hooping and hollering when if Cincinnati come in here and whoop Lamar and them left to right and side to side, man. Like I'm saying, what you gonna do when you come up in here if Cincinnati come up in here and just beat the hell up out of them?
Bro, I'm conceding that, but at the same time,
I don't foresee it.
But I don't foresee it right now because you only have Jamar Chase and you don't have Joe Mixon no more.
I mean, he been gone.
Right, but at the same time, I'm the one that said it during the Super Bowl. The ball was in the wrong Joe's hands. Joe Mixon was running roughshod over these Los Angeles Rams. And you let him walk.
Okay.
You let him walk. I understand it's Joe Burrow, but at the same time, hey, Joe Burrow, hey, you can't just rely on Jamar Chase. You got to spread the ball often. But when it comes to stopping that run that they have, and then on top of that, if you get Lamar Jackson going after this with play action and repro option, that's going to be a hard team to stop. So right now, I'm going with the Ravens.
You going with the Ravens?
I'm going with the Ravens.
All right, no surprise there. I'm rolling with the Ravens as well. I like everything I saw out of Derrick Henry.
I'll roll with the Ravens as well.
All I did was ask questions. I ain't say a motherfucking thing.
I know you.
I ain't say shit. All I asked was questions, and all you did was answer.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm gonna tell you this in response to that. I agree. I agree with everything. I think they gonna take care of business easily against the Bengals. I don't think the Bengals got anything that can stop their running game. I think if it was a sitting back and having to throw the ball all game long, then I think Cincinnati would have a little bit of an edge. But you ain't got to worry about that too much as long as the run game keeps going in their favor. So if they can get the run game going as at least 50% of what they did last week, they still should be in a good shape to win the game. And should open up the rest of the field for Lamar Jackson to either run in the open field or throw the ball down the field.
Now that you know how to utilize Derrick Henry, turn him loose. Turn him loose just like you did in Bills. Turn him loose. And you'll see. You'll get the same exact result.
I agree.
You want a quick break or go to the next game?
What's the next game?
Raiders and Broncos.
We should be good.
Let's go.
Wait, hold up. Raiders and Broncos.
Mm-hmm. I gave you that sheet already. Yep.
All right. Next up. Hold up. Next up. EJ, who we got?
We got the Oakland Raiders going on the road to face one of their legendary rivals in the Denver Broncos. This
Denver Broncos.
This will be
Raiders
an
at Broncos.
Yep, this will be an afternoon game. And ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those old school NFL legendary rivals. Broncos are considered Raider haters, and Raiders, they cannot stand these Denver Broncos at all. This is going to be a dogfight. Now, what's interesting about this is both teams is coming off of a loss.
Yep, both teams 2-2.
Both teams 2-2. Yeah, I ain't calling no winner on this one. This is one of them games I'm just gonna let them slug it out and see what happens.
And watch the aftermath.
And just watch the aftermath. That's it. It ain't no
I'm
who the hell cares.
Both of these teams are kind of similar in how they kind of started the season.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback play has been up and down, to say the least. They have some talent around both teams, but there's clearly not enough. There's clearly not enough between both of these teams. They don't have enough talent to even make any noise, even if they did make it to the playoffs.
No,
I doubt it. If they did make the playoffs, one of these teams, I think both of these teams don't. But if they did, if one of these teams did make the playoffs, they're gonna be dragging their carcass across the finish line, even just to make it. And I just don't see it. In this game, I don't feel no much better about it. I kind of feel like a who the hell cares if I was EJ. But I ain't gonna do all that. I'm gonna pick this game. I'm gonna roll with the Raiders only because I feel like the Raiders are supposed to be better than the Broncos. And you know how I feel about Sean Payton.
yeah,
so
I know. Yeah,
I'm rolling with the Raiders.
I don't know why you led with that one. We already know why you're rolling with the team against the Denver Broncos. His ass can't stand Sean Payton for whatever reason. Hey, there is a reason, but hey, he can't stand them. But I'm not calling this as a who the hell cares game. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna sit back. No. Mm-mm.
Wow.
Because there's too much history behind these two teams. That's why I'm not calling this a who the hell cares.
Wow.
Game. There's too much history. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna let these two dog fight and see what happens.
That's a cop out.
There's too much history, man. Hey,
that's a cop out, man.
Sit back and go back to them old school Denver Raiders versus Broncos games. Them boys there was smacking the hell out of each other. I was like, God damn, they hate each other. So I was like, nah, I'm not getting involved in this. I'm gonna let them.
So that's how you feel about it.
Yep, I'm gonna let them go ahead and.
Any thoughts about the Broncos?
I ain't really too impressed.
He's had one good game. He had one really good game.
Right, but I ain't really too impressed. Raiders still got some work. They still need to get a good solid quarterback. I'm sorry.
Who?
They still need to get a quarterback. I'm sorry.
Wait, who are we talking about? The Raiders?
Raided a young quarterback. That's
you don't like Uncle Rico?
No, I never did like Uncle Rico. That's why I called him Uncle Rico. What? That's why you called his ass Uncle Rico.
I just feel like he fit their team.
He does.
I feel like he fits their team so perfect.
But can you count on this man to win you at least a few games to get into the playoffs?
Hell no.
No.
I ain't never said that.
That's why Uncle Rico, Uncle Rico, why is you tripping that you was not playing around in your back time? That you was not playing back in the days when you was talking to Napoleon Dynamite, bro. No, you sucked.
Damn.
Like, bro, you was not playing. No, Uncle Rico, hey.
I ain't say the man suck.
Uncle Rico, hey, look, man. Hey, big ups to you, man. You're doing your thing. You fit the team, but dog, at some point, y'all gonna have to get yourselves another quarterback. I'm sorry.
Damn. Well, there
Unless
it
he
is.
throws me under the wise, he is still Uncle Rico to me. I will never call him by his real name. I don't even know his real name no more. It's Uncle Rico, ladies and gentlemen. It is Uncle Rico. Next
Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew, I don't care. Uncle,
Then he said, "I shoot."
Hachu.
That's what we doing.
Hachu.
That's what we doing.
Hey, Gumchew. I don't care.
That's what we doing.
Uncle Rico.
All right, moving along, man.
Moving along.
Moving along. Like I said, I'm picking the Raiders.
You could go ahead and pick the Raiders.
Next up,
we got the Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals going on the road to face the 49ers. 49ers coming off a big win. Cardinals is coming off a huge loss.
Yep. Major loss.
Major loss. Yeah, just embarrassing. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this once again. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
Facts.
Arizona got nothing to show me no more. Specifically one person in general.
I won't say all that.
Specifically one person in general. Specifically one person in general. He ain't got to show me nothing no more. I know exactly who he is.
What do you mean?
I know exactly who he is now.
Say it with your chest. Who you talking about?
A jive-ass turkey, Kyler Murray.
Whoa, what did Kyler Murray do to you?
Nothing.
So why are you calling him out?
I call him a jive-ass turkey.
And I'm asking why.
Because of the simple fact. You said a couple of weeks ago that's not your job to get it to Harrison. But lo and behold, you're throwing to Harrison now.
Look, he's smart for one thing.
You sure about that?
We can see he ain't no dummy.
You sure about that?
No, because if he was, I'm saying he ain't no dummy.
Okay,
he knew what he had to do.
All right.
He smartened up. He smartened up
that day.
I'm just saying he smartened up, didn't he?
He smartened up that day, but we don't know how long smarten. Hey, you know how some people can say you need to smarten up, and they smarten up, but only for a period of time. Then they go right back to doing that dumb shit.
They go back to pretending.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I get it.
No. Come on now, man. Come on. Kyler Murray has already shown me who he is.
Look, I'm gonna say this.
Kyler Murray has shown me who
they have. Hold up, their offense alone is fire. All right, you got Kyler Murray, you got John Connor, you got who's not a super dynamic running back, but he's a bruising running back that you need.
Right.
You also got Marvin Harrison Jr., who I think is if he had a different quarterback, he might be the best quarterback in receiver in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine Matt Stafford with him. Imagine who's another good quarterback out there with a big arm. Imagine Geno Smith. Imagine Geno Smith having him and DK Metcalf together.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Marvin Harrison Jr. is must see on TV. If he's on your screen, you watch him play. Yeah. Period. And I'm gonna be watching this game. If it's on TV, I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know right now.
Absolutely.
But you got a pick for this game?
49ers.
You picking the 49ers?
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. 49ers.
Okay. I guess I'm picking the 49ers.
Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. He guesses, ladies and gentlemen.
I get.
All right.
Now, all right, look. The 49ers, let's get some more context.
Go ahead,
right?
pick your Arizona
San
Cardinals.
Francisco,
That means so
San
great.
Francisco is 2. I'm being honest here. San Francisco is 2-2 at home. Arizona is 1-3 on the road. San Francisco is 7.5 favorites at home.
49ers.
Now, with that being said, Christian McCaffrey is out. Deebo Samuel is out. How do they still win this game? To me, tell me how San Francisco still wins this game without arguably the top 2 of their top 5 players.
I believe in Mike Shanahan over the whatever.
Some argue their top 3.
I believe in Mike Shanahan putting together a game plan more than I do whoever the offensive coordinator, whoever the head coach is over there in Arizona now.
Damn. That's how you feel?
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan, what about him?
I believe in him more than I do that offensive coordinator, whoever the head coach is over there in Arizona. I think you're going to put something together. You're going to put something together to incorporate that because you still got Mason. Mason has been showing his behind lately.
You're right about that. Just been showing that. I don't know, man.
We'll see. But I'm picking the 49ers.
This is a tough game. I'm kind of split. I don't think it's a simple cut and dry 49ers win this game. But I'm gonna roll with the Cardinals.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna roll with the Cardinals. I'm gonna roll with the Cardinals as an upset. Major upset. Book it.
All right. Next up, we got the New York Giants going on the road to Seattle to face the Seahawks.
Wait, hold on for a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up.
Next up is the New York Giants going on the road to face the Seattle Seahawks.
The Giants and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
The 1-3 Giants on the road to face the Seattle Seahawks 3-1. With the Seahawks being 6-point favorites. What do you think about this game?
Who the hell cares? I'm not
the NFC West leading Seattle Seahawks.
I don't give a damn about this game. I don't care if the Seahawks gonna blast their asses out. Who the hell cares?
Pause. I'm just saying, like, you don't care about this game at all?
No.
He said no.
Absolutely not.
Goddamn.
Absolutely not. No. I already know what the Giants are. I already know what the Seahawks are. You don't need to go this further. Who the hell cares?
Yeah, you're right. I'm bullshitting. This should be an easy layup. Should be. But we did see the Giants win the game before already. So don't put it out of the realm if they get a little frisky in this game here.
Right.
But I am picking Seattle to win this game. They should win easily, bounce back from that loss this past Monday night against the Lions yesterday. I know they got that taste out of their mouth. They want that taste out of their mouth. I think they bounced back. Big win. Big, huge win.
Shit. Hey, let's try to run through these because I got a phone call. We got 3 more games and that's it. I got a phone call to make. Oh, shit.
All
right. Next up after this is you got the Seahawks, right? You calling Seahawks?
Yep, I got the Seahawks.
All right. So next up, we got the Packers going on the road to face the LA Rams.
Okay.
Packers coming off a loss against the Vikings. LA Rams coming off a loss against the Bears.
All right. The Green Bay Packers are coming in on the road 2-2, going against the LA Rams at 1-3. The Green Bay Packers are favored by 3 on the road. Green Bay favored by 3. I'm surprised.
I'm not.
You're
Little.
not?
I'm a little, but not really. You said Jordan Love is back?
Yep. Jordan Love is back. The Rams is missing Cooper Kupp. He's out.
Yeah, I'm going
Puka
with the Packers.
Nacua is out.
That's it. I'm going with the Packers. As soon as you said Cooper Kupp is missing, Packers.
I mean, you still got Matt Stafford and
You do. Puka Nacua.
Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams is still a good running back too. They got.
And Puka Nacua is still there, huh?
He's out, I believe.
He's out? Oh, yeah, nah, Packers.
Yeah, I agree. Jordan Love, good to see him back this past week. They did lose this past game, but this is a good bounce back game for them. Easy layup. It should take care of business, even though it's on the road. It should be an easy cross country, whoop up on the Rams, go back home, and draw some cheese back in Lambeau.
That's it.
Right?
That's
how I see it. All right. Next up.
All right. Look at how this all falls into favor. We have a Sunday night and Monday night game left up. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sunday night football game, prime time. We got the Dallas Cowboys going against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers is coming off of a loss against the Chargers, a hard loss. And Cowboys, of course, coming off of a I think they did win. Yeah, they won against the Giants, of course. They won against the Giants, so they feeling pretty good. They smelling themselves a little bit, but now they're going up against the Steelers.
No. Not smelling themselves.
Yeah, they smelling themselves. Even though it stink, they smelling themselves. You know how they are. You know how they are. Come on now.
Dallas is 2-2 on the road.
Smell like shit, but they smell
Pittsburgh is 3-1 at home. Pittsburgh is 2.5 favorites at home. Big game. Mike Tomlin, Mike McCarthy, Sunday Night Football. Big game. How it plays out in your opinion?
Really quick, I'm gonna say this. Steelers got another. I will say Derrick Henry is the best back, but Najee Harris is truly up there too as well.
I'm about to say. I'm about to say. Who the hell you about to say even close?
Najee Harris. So
no,
I will say this. Steelers got the formula to win this game.
I respectfully disagree.
Steelers got the formula to win this game. Run that ball. Dallas have shown you can run against them. They ain't got no spine at all.
Damn, no spine?
None.
He said he ain't got no spine.
None.
Damn, that's disrespectful.
How is it disrespectful when we beat them the same way?
You said this should be a big game. So this, do you think
run the ball?
Are we getting who we getting? Oh, hold up. Have they announced who's starting? Is it Justin Fields for this game?
They haven't announced who's starting it yet.
Can we? Okay.
They haven't announced who's starting yet.
Okay.
My mindset is depending on how the week progresses, we're gonna have to keep an eye on this one because this is gonna be Sunday night. So we're gonna have to keep an eye during the week, and I have to really keep a close eye on training camp on these two teams because not just on this team, on those two teams, but the Steelers in general. Because I will say this, even though he lost, Justin Fields has been playing exceptionally well. They haven't really been asking him to do a whole lot in these games to win them. They just been relying on pretty much, playing smart football and relying on their defense, which is pretty much number one. With that being
Classic
said,
Pittsburgh football.
Classic Pittsburgh football. So I will say this, depending on how the week progresses and depending on if he's healthy, which is what I'll say again, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. But that's neither here nor there. If he's healthy, go ahead and start Russell. If he's healthy. You guaranteed, you put it this way, you guaranteed the starting position to him. You paid him that money, and you guaranteed the starting position to him at the beginning of the season.
Well, so we don't know that for certain.
Naturally, if he's healthy, he's going to have to start, right?
We don't know that for certain. We don't know what he told him. We don't.
Man, that man came out there. They said they came is the projected starter for the season. He is going to be the starter. No ifs,
we'll
ands,
see what happens. We'll see what happens.
With the Steelers. So I'm rolling with the Steelers.
All right. I'm rolling with the Steelers as well. I think it's gonna be I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas wins this game though. But I am picking the Steelers to win this game on Sunday night.
They smell themselves.
All right.
So okay, let them smell themselves. No matter how stink it is, let them smell themselves. But when you get, hey, everybody got game plan that they get hit in the mouth.
You right about that. So
last game, ladies and gentlemen, is Monday Night Football. I told you we need a Monday Night Football theme on this one here for this one. But we're going to get it for you guys later on too as well. Kansas City will go on the road to the Big Easy, to the Caesar Superdome to face the Saints. It's Patrick Mahomes and them.
Yup.
Versus the Saints. Come
on, man. Give us a better intro, man. Alvin Kamara, Taysom Hill, Chris Olave, Marcus Lattimore, the Honey Badger. I mean, may I say Mo? I mean, DeMario Davis, if you please.
You can dress it a bit. I don't care. This is going to be a straight up loss. They're going against Patrick Mahomes.
Come on now. Don't do that.
They're going against Patrick Mahomes. I'm not being that Saints. No. I'm not being that Saints fan. I'm going to make this real quick because I got to get on a call. Saints, I'm telling you this right now. They prime for the picking. Handle your business. If not, the same result's going to happen to you next week. I'm done. You can take over from here. I got to get on the call. Appreciate it. Love every last one of y'all.
All right.
I'm in EJ the motherfucker.
That's EJ the DJ repping the 985 straight out the 225. I'm gonna take it over from here.
Yeah.
All right, EJ.
Bro. Go ahead, because I ain't that Saints fan. No.
All right.
Handle your business.
Well, anyway.
Handle it.
EJ's pick. Who you picking?
Handle your business, Saints. Please.
I'm picking the Saints.
Handle your business.
I'm picking the Saints. I know. Hey, hold up. Here's the thing.
Mahomes whoops us.
The Chiefs are at their most vulnerable position they've ever been. And I like the matchup, the way the Saints match up against them in the secondary. And Patrick Mahomes has not been playing great. The Saints are 2-2 on the road going into Kansas City. Kansas City is 4-0 at home and are 5-point favorites. Kansas City is 5-point favorites so far. They don't have no Rashee Rice. They have no premier receiver to throw to outside of Travis Kelce. They have no running game outside of Patrick Mahomes as a primary running back.
And we got used Derek Carr. God bless you.
They got a great defense. I don't trust their secondary against our great receivers. They can't fuck with us. The Saints going to win this. I already said what it is. With that being said, I'm calling the Saints to win. EJ too scared to do it. I'm your host, Beanie Man, a.k.a. the Mr. Headquarters. That's EJ the motherfucking DJ. That's been motherfucking picks. We got to get up out of here. But you already know what it is. It's the motherfucking pie.